All right, guys. Today might break a record on. I just got so many videos to do, guys, because of you guys sending me deals, exclusives, sneak peeks. All right, so I got this last night. I just couldn't do a video last night on it. But what we're gonna look through here, guys. We're gonna do the Home Depot actual mailed out Flier, I guess you'd call it, and Lowe's. I don't know if the Lowe's one is actually a Flyer, but it's the exclusives from them also. Now, I skipped through all the mumbo jumbo, or my man who sent this to me, my man Nephlin Plumbing, kind of sorted everything out. And some of the deals, as soon as I put that video out, guys, on Home Depot Black Friday, has hit the floor, right? On Sunday or Saturday. I put the flyer underneath there. So you guys have had access to the Home Depot Black Friday flyer for probably 3 or 4 days now, or whatever it was. So to go over that and do a video, it's just going to be kind of the same stuff. So let's look at some of this stuff. And I actually downloaded it so I can zoom a little bit, but you know how this stuff is. I don't know how we got this, like photocopied or something. I don't know. And it looks like there's a Shockwave impact. So that 108-piece Shockwave impact duty set, guys, that we saw, that's going to be $17. As you can see here, includes assorted bits, nut driver, and holder. All right. Now, this is the one that we found last night. I mean, I don't know. It looks like it's the same kit that's been out. Unless it's different. Yeah, it actually is different. So this is a different kit. Definitely. You can tell. Just there's different. The way that they're in here. I see a lot more drill bits right here. And it looks like they might be 2-inch bits. I mean, it's probably pretty similar, whatever. This is a pretty good deal, guys, for $2.99. All right. I can't zoom in too much. We saw the Dewalt deal for $2.99. And, it's not bad, right? You get that vacuum, though. That's kind of a wasted tool. I mean, you're just not going to really use that too much. With this one, you do get a pretty complete kit for $300. Now, I would not buy this, obviously, because it just doesn't make sense when you look at some of the brushless deals that are going to be out there. And not only that, it's kind of aggravating and insulting that they're giving you these little batteries. These little 2 amp hour batteries. So you got a multi-tool, all right? You got a light, you got a drill driver, you got an impact, you got a circular. I wouldn't touch it, but and two guys, these deals this year, and I've heard a lot of people, these are all recycled deals, guys. All recycled. Some have a little bit different lipstick to them, maybe a different tool here or a different tool there, but very uninspiring. All right, we know about the $99 Milwaukee battery 2-pack. Here's another one. This is, again, there's no value here really either. And you get two 1.5 amp hour batteries. So you get that same brushed impact that you're going to see throughout. Not only is that brushed impact and brushed drill driver in this $199 kit, it's in the $299 kit. And here it is for $149. All right? Just like the Makita is going to be $149. All right? So very, I don't know who's buying all these brush tools, but people must be, still buying them, and these are all 1.5 amp hour batteries here. Not only in the $299 deal, the $199 deal, and the $149 deal, all 1.5. Then you go here for $99. Now you're getting a 2 amp hour battery. You're getting a brushless impact. You know, you could buy the brushless impact here and the brushless drill and be at $199. You'll have 2 chargers instead of 1. You'll have 2 amp hour batteries, right? Instead of 2 1.5s. And again, this is, if you want one of these hacksaws, guys, go with the brushless. All right. We know about this deal for $149. I think it'll do well. I think we might I don't know. People, I mean, last night, this Home Depot I was at, you're obviously watching the videos. They were loaded with, I mean, I'm telling you, I don't know what's going on over there, but there was so much inventory. I couldn't believe it. You know, the 2 of the 3 depots I've been to just in the last like 4 days have been sold out of the 2 3 amp hour XC batteries for, $79. So they had a load of them last night. But anyway, you get 2 4s, which is good. 2 2s, a pretty solid deal. I mean, again, if there's some excess inventory getting close to Christmas, you might see this drop to $129. Then it would be a slam dunk. All right, I showed this deal too. I kind of went underneath. I went undercover, and we kind of saw this deal. $199, guys. It's a great deal. Now, when I say it's a great deal, I think you get a lot. I mean, it even says $416. Obviously, that's mumbo jumbo here. But we know the impact and the drill driver. And again, the impact is okay. The drill driver is this really old. It's really for some light duty stuff, guys. I mean, comparing it to both of the Gen 1 and the Gen 2 fuel drill drivers, it's night and day. All right, so you're not going to be doing too much with this drill driver. You'll be doing the basics, you'll be fine, and drilling is where you're going to have the issue more than just, screwing down some fasteners with it. But anyway, so we know that's $99, right? The ratchet alone is like what, $89, $99. All right, so you think of it that way, you're just about even. And they're giving you a hacksaw and a light, not bad. And we know the pack out is $199. Okay, so that's check this out. It's a kitschy itching in the day. All right, Ryobi, guys. I'm going to be doing a couple videos on this, guys. I got some really crazy stuff going on with Ryobi. So if you're into that, please stick around. All right, so $12.97. I'll start here on the bottom real quick. Great deal on bits, guys. Probably one of the, now that Milwaukee's kind of got that. All right, sorry about that, guys. So yeah, with that $14.99 set from Milwaukee, I think really that's really good. Now we're gonna see a couple other ones come out on Black Friday. I like the Bosch. Is there a lot of value with the Bosch? Not really, but I think they're the best bits out of the bunch. And again, guys, I mean, these are by a hair. They're all basically the same, guys. There's really, when you look at the Milwaukee, the Dewalt, the Makita, the Bosch, they're all, lower grade type of, again, they're $14 for these huge 50-piece, 70-piece, however, you want the long-lasting bits, you're going to spend money, Weha, Wera, those type of bits. And all right. But yeah, we were just at Walmart yesterday, right? The same exact kit with blue lipstick is $20. All right. So here it's all marketing, guys. It's all marketing. So these are the same exact bits without black paint on them. I would get these because the black paint on those hearts look very... All right. Speaking of heart, this looks like their little impact to a degree. It kind of has the same collet I would be surprised though if this $59 impact here has 1700 inch pounds. I think Ryobi has another one with this type of collet also, but it probably is the same, guys. If you think about it, this is 59. The heart is 69. So again, I think you're gonna obviously save money right now going to these Ryobi tools over the heart. All right, unless you really hate that torpedo battery, you know. Anyway, here's that $99 kit. Again, heart is $94. And again, this looks kind of like the heart, that impact, right? But I think this only has 1,500 inch pounds. This is a very small, these are new, by the way. This is the drill driver. You see me talk about it in the Home Depot live videos, right? I think they're different because I think the drill driver is a little bit more compact than the heart, right? And I don't think this impact has 1,700 inch pounds, if I can remember right. But, I don't know why I'm bringing up heart. Obviously, there's some other good two tool combos. There's some Bosch deals, guys, that are on Amazon I put up. So if you're looking for that, there's a lot of options. I wouldn't go with the Ryobi or the heart. I think we'll see some other ones kind of be close to that $100 price point. But a lot of people aren't buying these. Most of you guys have your impacts, your drills already. All right, so $139. We talked about this a few times already, guys. $129 last year, $139 this year. I don't know. Maybe the tariffs started hitting. Again, it is $10 more, guys, but a 10-inch sliding miter. These Ryobi saws are pretty good. Again, I don't know what Harbor Freight is selling there. Whatever the hell they got over there, the miter saws. I don't think you're going to get a better made miter saw than this for the money. If you're looking for a 10-inch, and again, a lot of you guys don't need a 12-inch, so there's no need to have, a 50-pound miter saw lugging around. Here is the inflator, and it's identical to the heart again. And since, obviously these are carbon copies of the heart, are carbon copies of these. So I keep bringing up heart here, but we saw that inflator at Walmart for $88 yesterday. So obviously this is $24. Now with that heart, you did get one battery and you got a little light. So I don't know what they're thinking with that price point, but you do have an LED screen, and this, if it's anything like the heart, this will do a tire in 7 minutes from flat to full. All right. Now, obviously, it's not going to be as fast as that new Dewalt. And I was pretty impressed with the Harbor Freight little inflator, to be honest with you. But they obviously have a new Ryobi inflator. I think that does it in 4 minutes. So, and this has 150 PSI. All right, guys, watch if you want batteries, because I got some crazy deals coming. Now, again, I've done videos probably 2 years ago, and unless things have changed, I don't think so, because they kind of just started to bring back. These are the black batteries, and I got a lot of questions on them around a year and a half ago, because, Home Depot was kind of selling them, again, for this $79 price. And at the time, I think the HP were just about coming out, right? The high performance, whatever they call them, their batteries. But I did some looking, and again, they're a little bit, not as, the capacity is a little bit lower in the cells compared to the, obviously the HP, right? But that other silver battery, right? And it also takes a little bit longer to charge these. So don't kind of get enamored by the black lipstick on it, even though it does look pretty cool, I guess. But I mean, it isn't anything crazy, guys. Like it's a, it's still a 4 amp hour. It might burn out a little bit quicker, and it might take a couple more minutes to charge. But for $79. All right, and here's the kit that we've talked about. Again, it's been up there for a little while, and these are all new and improved. Well, I don't want to say all. We know the impact is. We know the drill driver is. We know the recip is. I don't know about the multi-tool and the circular, but here's that light, guys, right? The carbon copy of the heart that we saw that they want $88 for with that inflator. But guys, this is $299. The heart, again, I don't mean to bring it up, but just to show you how much cheaper these Ryobi tools are over the heart. The impact, the drill driver, and the recip was $178. All right? $178. So for another $100, if you go with Ryobi, you're going to get a vacuum, a light. No, and you get the light. Let me apologize. All right, so you get the light, the impact, the drill driver, and the recip. So for another $100, you're getting a vacuum, a orbital sander, a circular saw, a multi-tool, and a weed whacker. And again, what a weed whacker is doing in this kit, I have no freaking idea. $650 value. $99 for this, guys. Again, I did a great deal yesterday, and I'm going to kind of go over it maybe again quick today. But you can get this for a lot cheaper if you don't want the battery. I think it came to $60. Watch yesterday's video. All right? If you just want the vacuum here. If you don't want the crap, maybe you got plenty of Ryobi batteries already. You don't like the charger. You can save $40 pretty much on this vacuum by watching the video I did yesterday. Ryobi tutorial. All right, we know about the bits. We talked about them. All right, this is probably, I'm going to try to start moving here. All right, here's the Dewalt deals. Again, Dewalt probably has some of the worst, just uninspiring deals. Nothing too crazy here. All right, we know about the Atomic. Again, nothing bad about them. Just really nothing. I don't know why they were even produced, to be honest with you. I guess it's DeWalt's version of the subcompact, but the problem is, besides the drill driver and that funky 4.5-inch circular saw, they're not really that compact. I mean, there's nothing different about them from some other tools, right? The multi-tool's identical to the XR. This impact is the same size, though it has more torque. But that's the thing. If you're trying to make it a subcompact, how come you're giving it so much torque? 1,700 inch-pounds. I mean, not that it's a lot, but, your other impacts have 1,500. The 885 has 1,400. I don't know. But here's a decent deal to a degree, because you do get, I believe, a 4 and a 2. Again, this is the XR impact, the 887. You got the speed selector. I think 1825 inch-pounds. So, still being as old as it is, and the same thing with the drill driver. I know a lot of people, this is their favorite drill. All right, so if you're a fan of this XR drill driver here, actually, this is the hammer drill. It says hammer drill driver. So, I don't know if this is their top of the line hammer drill, but $229, you get a 4, you get a 2. Not that bad of a deal. Guys, I did this whole video yesterday, and the same thing with the Milwaukee, right? And with the Makita, but I did the DeWalt breakdown of all these tools, what they would cost. Check out yesterday's video on it. I can tell you the orbital sander is one of the best. If you're looking at an orbital sander, you have to watch yesterday's video, and it's unbelievable. All right, well under. I can't. That's why I don't want to say. Cause I think it was at $80. Actually, $78 for a brushless. This is usually $119. It says $129, but we've seen it for $119. But to get it for $78. All right, here is the table saw. Now, some people have asked me, what table saw should I get? The Ridgid or this Dewalt? I would get the Ridgid, not only because of the stand. This is a fairly older table saw by Dewalt. If you look spec-wise, you're going to see with that Ridgid job site table saw, it's a better buy. And again, the stand alone brings a little bit more value to it. I mean, this stand is, if this thing lasts you more than like a year without breaking on you, I'd be surprised. But they're both good, guys. Like I said, if you're a Dewalt fan, you really like Dewalt, you'll be fine with this. I think there's just a little bit more value and performance with the Ridgid. The Ridgid is usually $5.99, so it's $2.99 now. We've kind of seen this around the $2.99 price point for months, years. All right, now they're giving you the free stand. That's what kind of makes it a pretty good deal. But all right, here is the 6 tool. All right, so you do get an extra tool with this one too over the Milwaukee. All right, and you do get much better battery. So this is better than the Dewalt value-wise. All right, my issue is, the vacuum. All right, I don't really want that. I'd rather have some type of, maybe a little, recip or something. Maybe a compact recip. They do give you a circular, so you do have a saw, you do have a multi-tool. The other issue is they're giving you the 771. But $2.99. We've actually did this. We found this ready to go that night, exposed, so to speak. Yeah, and you do get a brushless tool with this one over the Milwaukee. I mean, again, $705 value. I don't know. It's not bad. I don't know. All right, here's the $99 XR. Again, if you've been, as you're going to see, okay, or if you haven't seen, and I've done a couple videos on it. I did a big video yesterday, but Milwaukee is going to have their brushed multi-tool kit. All right, it's going to be $99, $100, just like this one. You're going to get a 1.5 amp hour battery, just like this one. You're going to get a charger. This one I would get hands down. That's not saying that the Milwaukee's no good. All right, if you are in Milwaukee's platform, maybe you already have one. Maybe you've had it for a couple of years. It's starting not to work. You want a second one? Hey, go nuts. For $99, you get the battery and you get an extra charger. But this is brushless, and that isn't the tell-all, say-all all the time. But, this, in my opinion, is probably the best multi-tool out there. I love the blade. Removal mechanism, right? Lever. And, brushless, you're going to get more runtime with this one. And it's just really, I love the grip on it compared to the Milwaukee. This is my favorite multi-tool. You don't have to agree. If they're both good deals. Again, this one's bright. We might even see, again, I talk about this a lot because there was so many deals on this last holiday season. And a lot of them sold out, but they had one on Amazon where you got this kit right here. And Amazon, I don't think sells the Atomic. They sell the brushless. All right. Just, the Lowe's brushless tool. So you got the brushless drill driver and another 1.5 amp hour battery for $129. All right, so we might see something on Black Friday if they do that again. Who knows? All right, $89 for this, guys. Yeah, I think it's the best one out there. It's 89 bucks. You know, we saw how much you can get the new Ryobi for. Pretty similar specs. I mean, again, if you're in Dewalt's platform, you're not going to go get the Ryobi, but I think the Ryobi came to like, I don't know, 38 bucks if you buy the kit, the starter kit, and return it. But 89 bucks is not bad, guys. I think when this first came out, I remember Acme Tools doing a deal, right? 79 bucks. I don't know if it came with a battery. When it first came out, I want to say it came with a 1.5 amp hour battery too for 79 bucks. So this really isn't a great deal. All right. All right, here's the Ridgid deal. We might do another video on this because I'm still getting a lot of questions. Actually, this Impact was sold out at last night's store. Big Ridgid store, I guess. And again, it's not bad. You hear me talk about it only because it's, you know, Ridgid's lowest grade brushless Impact. All right, it's not the Gen 5X. You still have a speed selector, and then it's a little bit more compact, I would say, I guess. You know, Ryobi did the same thing. They kind of came out with a lesser, smaller version of their brushless Impact. Same with this, but, you know, you get a 2, you get a pretty decent Impact. Again, I would, you know, even though it has a speed selector, I'd probably go with either the Milwaukee or the Makita over it. But now here's the 6 amp hour battery and the 3 amp hour battery. Guys, again, watch. All right, because I might have something. But we know, actually, if you remember, obviously you do, over the summer, they had the octane combo kits, right? The $199, the $399, or the $199 and the $379 for like 5 months, right? You had the starter kit. These have been going for $129 for the 6, the 3, and that better charger and that octane bag. And I got a picture yesterday of someone who bought 2 of these for $99. Now, not this one, the actual starter kits. That when you bought the starter kit, you got to pick one free tool, right, for $199. And then they had the, you know, hammer drill Impact that you saw probably in yesterday's clearance section. I did a vid on. So it's still not a bad deal. You get a 6, you get a 3. Someone just commented on the video saying they wish Milwaukee would come out with a, you know, a 6 and a 3, or actually I think they said an 8 and a 3. But $149, and we know, guys, the 9 amp hour battery is going to be $99. But stick around, because I might have something different. All right, we went over these, guys, up top. Again, I might do another video, guys. Really, there's so many deals, so many videos I might have to do today, because a lot of people are really kind of subscribing to the channel now, and they kind of missed this. I never did a specific video on the Ridgid. I kind of just did it in the store. If you look at my first Home Depot live video of this holiday season, I spent like 15 minutes on this, but I will try to do something quick. These are the tools you want to get. You do not want to buy this $299 kit down here. All right. Now, again, this was $248 last year. All right. Or some type of version to it. So the person that says, you know, this year's deals aren't that good. And you know, they're the same as last year. They're just recycled. But a lot of these are more money than last year. You know, usually we expect these prices to go down, right? You know, it's kind of the same stuff every year. So there's definitely some stuff going on. Again, a lot of this stuff's made in China. So, but here's the job site table saw with the stand. All right, same price as the Dewalt. Listen, whatever. I would get this one. Um, Here's the 199 kit, and this is a pretty good deal. I think this is that 6-speed. Or is this the brushless? All right, so this is the brushless. Yeah, this is not the octane, so I wouldn't get it. There's no point. I mean, for 199, right? I can get the 6-speed octane, right? And this hammer drill for $140. All right, no batteries, but $50 less for their top of the line impact and their new 1,300 inch-pound hammer drill for $50, $60. Excuse me, $60 less than this. So I'm probably going to have to do a video on that. Here's the octane. Not a bad deal, guys. You get the older brush. Seems like they're really trying to push these brushless tools out. Are they going to continue to make these brushless tools, Ridgid? It's a good question. You know, I don't know why a smaller, you know, platform to a degree, you know, kind of really just in Home Depot, why they need a brushless and a octane, I don't know. So I don't know if this is kind of them kind of clearing all this brushless stuff out during the holidays. But again, the brushless angle grinder, it's not the octane. The impact driver, this is the $99, not the Gen 5X, and not the octane, of course, impact driver. Again, not the Gen 5X hammer drill or drill driver. It's the brushless drill that kind of came out with this impact last year. All right, so really nothing crazy here for this price. For $248, I would say, all right, you're getting the impact wrench. You know, what's that, 150? All right, so for another $100, I'm getting an impact, a drill, an angle grinder. I would not pay $300 for this. Very uninspiring deals from Ridgid this year. And I think they're not doing that well because their tools, every Home Depot I've been at, none of the, I think everyone who's into Ridgid kind of got their octane tools during the summer. All right, they might be picking up one of these deals that they've watched me talk about. I mean, I got this saw for $85, guys. $85 for a 7¼ inch octane circ. Those are the deals you want to get. All right, here is that Ridgid organizer, $25, so it's down $5. This is actually the lowest I've ever seen it. It's usually been $29. Here's a 7-piece car clearance accessory set that you can hook up. And that looks like a pretty cool little, I mean, for 1988, you know, some of the tubes, I mean, I would buy this. If you have that 9-gallon Ridgid, I would think about getting this because I hate that tug-along hose. You guys know that. All right, $98 for their 3-piece, you know, chest combo, they call it, but, you know, we'll call it their little pack-out system here. The Ridgid's been out for years, made in Israel, made in the same facility as the Milwaukee pack-out. You know, great value, $98. I mean, you'll hear me say it every Christmas, right? $98 for the Ridgid. The Tough System is going to be, I think, $99. Though I haven't really seen any advertisements on that. But I was told that they are going to have that in store. We'll have to see. And we know about the pack-out $199. Right now, for these mobile storage solutions, these, you know, connecting units, like I said, Tough System pack-out, the Ridgid, I would go with the Milwaukee at $199. I think it's worth the extra $100. Now, at its normal price of $279, I wouldn't go near it. I wouldn't go near it with a 10-foot pole. I'd grab the Ridgid because I think when this stuff is not on sale, like this $98 3-piece Ridgid chest combo here, 22-inch. I think it's like $129 normal price. All right, might be a little bit, maybe $139. And the tough system you can kind of put together, or you can buy as a 3-piece. I've seen it on Acme Tools for like $149. Actually $139. Then if you have one of their 10%, you can get it down to like $125. These are a third to a half of the price of the Milwaukee Pack Out. Now again, the Pack Out's better, and I'll pay an extra 100. But I'm not paying an extra 200 or an extra 175. All right, so, and I haven't heard a bad thing about the people who. A lot of people have the Ridgid. I think 94 GT. I could think it's him, but I know a lot of people have it and they absolutely love it. It's stood the test of time, guys. All right, here's a couple new kits here, or new deals, and this was crazy because I talked about this last night. This was in the clearance section for $189. So, again, I can't believe they're bringing this back. Now, this is a much more premium impact wrench than the one that is right here, right? This is the subcompact 3/8, right? The impact wrench that is in that $149 impact driver, impact wrench kit with the fruity selector there and the 1/2-inch anvil. That is definitely a lower. It's basically this impact wrench, guys, with blue lipstick. All right, but this is a real beefy. Again, I don't know how they tested torque, but I'll tell you, I don't care what the specs say. This will beat the crap out of that $149 impact wrench, impact driver kit, that impact wrench. All right. So this is a much nicer, I've always kind of wanted this impact wrench, but bare tool, this was $199. All right. For years. Again, this was made to kind of compete. I was talking about it last night. I can't remember the model number. You guys know it's not the mid torque. It's that smaller 220 foot-pound Milwaukee impact wrench. They made it one key a couple years ago, which was really surprising because it's been out for a while. It's a good 6-year-old impact wrench. But this is kind of made. I actually have a video, Sean Perry Benjamin Jr. and the Makita rep kind of doing a video of them. But you get a 2, all right? This is kind of, now, this isn't a mid-torque, all right? Only reason I'm saying that, because we know, okay, the Dewalt is $199 with a 3, with a charger. The Dewalt has much more torque than this, all right? I want to say this has around 250 to 300 foot-pounds of torque. I'm sure someone will look it up and put it in the specs. And like I said, I think it's pretty similar to this, 1/2-inch anvil. Now, they say that's 245. Again, the way that they tested these. So I'm going to be, that's another thing too. Again, this is like a 3.5-year-old impact wrench. I hate to be talking about this for that long, guys, but I always want you to get every bit of information. But, the way they tested the torque on this was different than they do now. So maybe this is a little bit closer to the mid-torque, but I had a couple comments from the people who bought the 1/2-inch impact wrench and the impact driver kit for $149. And I asked them, hey, you really think this is getting $250? And the two people I talked to, one's a little bit of a dingbat, but the other one's pretty, he knows what he's kind of talking about, and he's like, I don't know about that. So keep that in mind. If you're a Makita's platform and you really want a more powerful impact wrench, but not a compact, this is the way to go. And hopefully, this doesn't sell that good and this drops, because this drops even 20 bucks, I'll even probably jump on it. All right, I'm going to try to move quicker here. All right, so this is a cool little deal that we just found out about. $399, $399. Three 3 amp hour batteries for $139. Again, Makita is by far has the best prices on everything, whether it's batteries, these combo kits. Now, not only here, but we saw some amazing ones at CPO. There's still that one deal at Acme Tools. They're just really, I think they're really trying to push this stuff out to a degree. I don't think they're getting rid of the 18-volt Makita platform. No way. That's their bread and butter. But maybe some of the older stuff. Again, you're seeing this come out of the woodworks. This is like, again, a 4-year-old, very expensive impact wrench, right? I mean, $199. You can get the high, their high torque impact wrench for $239, and this was like $199, maybe even like $209 bare bones when it came out. But this older stuff, they're kind of, we know a 40-volt platform's coming out from these guys. All right, here's a $399 deal, and of these brushed kits, right? But obviously we know the Dewalt does have that oscillating XR brushless tool there. Now this is an extra $100. I would hold on because I think this is probably going to go lower. All right, I can't say for sure. I don't think these are going to sell out in store. It doesn't matter if they do. I think this is also going to be offered online. But if this goes to $349, then I would really recommend it. And again, for $399, you're getting a lot of value here. I mean, they're saying $1,000. I don't know about that, but you get an orbital sander, you get an impact wrench, you get an impact, and the impact wrench is brushless. So I do apologize. I actually forgot about that. So with the DeWalt and with the Makita, you do get a brushless tool. Again, Milwaukee, you don't. And Milwaukee, theirs is only a 5 tool. DeWalt is a 6 tool, and you get a brushless. They're both $299. This one is $100 more, but you're getting that brushless impact wrench. All right, but let's see what happens with the price of this. I just think it's going to go lower. But if you want to get into Makita's platform and you need a lot of tools and you're like, you know what? I just want to get in there. I want to get the batteries going and I need these tools now. I'll build up my brushless stuff along the way. This is a great, I mean, you got everything. Got an impact wrench, you got an impact driver, got a drill drive, you got a light, you got an orbital sander, you got a circular, you got a blower, and you got a little recip. All right, here's some more DeWalt stuff. I'm not going to spend too much time. These Stanley tapes have been sold out everywhere. There's not one store around here that has these left. All right, $29. These haven't sold anywhere. So you get the 25-foot tape and you get that laser measure. I would expect that to drop in price. Here's the $4.99 deal. Again, you get that Tough System box. Again, everything is brushed except the oscillating tool. I like this deal better than Milwaukee's. All right, for $3.99, hands down. Spending extra $100. Not only are you getting this big Tough System box, all right, you're getting an impact wrench, an impact driver, there's everything here. An angle grinder. It's a much better value, guys. Remember, the Milwaukee, I think, is a 5 tool for $3.99. This is a 8 tool for $100 more. I'd go with this one. All right, you got 2 tapes for $10. The cheaper Stanley tape. $159. We saw Lowe's doing something like this. At Lowe's, this is $179, but I'm sure they're going to lower it. All right, you get 2 4s, 2 2s. I don't know, 12 amp hours of 18-volt power. We know DeWalt is 18-volt, not 20. Believe it or not, I still get a lot of questions or a lot of people saying, I wish I wish Milwaukee was 20 volts. Okay, well, there isn't a 20 volt. Well, Dewalt. But anyway, 2488, we know about this 200 piece. Oh, this is a 200 piece, so this is new. Wow. And you get 3 removable storage compartments. Um, we'll have to look and see. This doesn't look like it's. I don't see any torsion zone. These might be some cheaper bits there. This isn't bad, guys. This is an 80 piece, so they added 5 from last year. But remember, we have to see, and it looks like it is. So this is probably going to be the best kit again. That removable storage that is inserted in the box, okay? They look like there's some 2-inch. Remember last year, and that's what I've always been talking about. DeWalt's kind of been skeezing it a little bit, right? They have these 2 removable storage compartments with, some of these driving bit sets, right? But both of them have 1-inch bits in them. And I'm like, what that's for? But last year, Christmas, one had 15 2-inch bits in them, and the other one had 15 1-inch bits. So we haven't seen it, but I think that's going to be the thing. Obviously, I can't tell from this picture, but if this has one of these compartments with 1-inch, the other one, if it has, 2-inch, this is probably going to be the best one out there. And you get 2 nut drivers. You got a lot of 2-inch on the bottom already, but this could be the best set, this 80 piece. Remember, last year it was 75, so they added 5 pieces. I don't know what they are, but this is a great set too for $9.97. I actually bought one last night. It's the double torsion zone. A lot of 2-inch bits, $9.97. Or you get a black oxide. I'm sure 94 GT will be all over this. All right. Yeah, here is the pack out for $98, the Tough System. Excuse me. So I did. See? I told you. I didn't see it on this flyer for some reason. And obviously, for guys, if you want this Tough System, you better be at Home Depot at 5 a.m. on Friday, because these are gone by 8 in the morning every year. And they take up a lot of space, guys. Obviously, these 3-piece box systems. I was pretty PO'd last year. Not that I was going to get them. I wanted to show them. I wanted to show you guys. But I talked to one of the managers, I remember, after I was done, and he's like, we only get like maybe 10 of these. Maybe. He goes, I don't even think we got 10 this year. So each store is probably going to have between 5 and 10 of these Tough System 3-piece kits. That's it. Because, again, they take up a lot of space, and they got all this other junk they're trying to sell. And obviously, their margins are not that big selling this for $98. So I think it's more of a plea to get you. They do some of these deals, guys, just like the old Macy's and J.C. Penney. They put these out there to get you in the store on Black Friday. But, they'll have some, and you might be lucky, but really, if you know a manager or someone who works there, maybe, hey, before you leave on Wednesday, I don't know if they're open on Thanksgiving, but, hide a 3-piece for me. All right, $199 for the new Tough System 2.0. Again, probably, I only heard the 1.0. I haven't heard the 2.0 yet. My man T. White Custom, I got a lot of information on Instagram if you're interested. He says by far this is a much better radio. The Bluetooth technology is actually the same as the 1.0 though. All right. I talked about, I think it's 4.0. And the new Milwaukee, that's $100 more that's coming out. All 3 of them have the same Bluetooth. All right. They recently updated the new Bluetooth. I think it's Bluetooth 5.0 or something. You get a little bit better clarity. It drains the battery a little bit less, and you get a little bit more coverage. So, instead of 100 feet, you're close to that 150, you'll still pick up the connection from the radio. But these all have the 1.0 technology in them, so they didn't update them for some reason. I don't know, and I don't know what the point was. Obviously the point was the 1.0 has been a very successful radio for DeWalt with this tough system, and it was a shock to me, but I did hear that probably a couple weeks ago. So they know the tough system 2.0 is coming out. They want to have a radio ready to go for that. So that's why you're seeing this. So this is really just a little bit fine-tuned radio over the 1.0. I wouldn't go nuts, guys. It's very similar. The compartment is different. What my man Custom told me, he goes, it sounds a little bit more bass, but really, almost identical. All right. The storage area and the battery charging area on this one is better. So obviously get this one, but I wouldn't be running out and, hey, if you have the 1.0, getting this one and thinking, whoa, this thing is the cat's Rast. William Rast. All right, we'll talk about them. All right, so guys, that's it. If you want me to do the real Flier that I put under the videos, and I don't know why, you guys should have been able to see that days, before. If someone had it, I'm always putting the links below, so you guys have access to everything. I wish I can have access to this. I don't know where he got this, but again, if you want me to do the full video, maybe tonight around 11 o'clock, I do want to do some Harbor Freight talk, and I might have to end up going. There's not enough time today in the day, but all right, guys, let me get going. I'll catch you.